women will be without estrogen for at least a third of their lives. So, what are the implications of that?
It's very bad for the brain, just like it's bad for heart, metabolism, bone, colon, many things. It's very bad. And specifically, of course, many women are worried about Alzheimer's disease because it's two-thirds women. We don't know this, but I want to just walk you through a hypothesis that I have, and I think other people are starting to have it too. And that is, we all know that Alzheimer's is quite late, really too late for a lot of treatments. These are the facts. The field has really shifted to mild cognitive impairment, which is the 10 to 12 years prior to Alzheimer's disease. When you think about, because they know that early treatment's better, prevention's better. You can't wait until things globally are affected with Alzheimer's and expect to reverse it all. So you go to mild cognitive impairment. Only certain parts of the brain are affected. Only a few domains are affected. So since most Alzheimer's patients are women, what is going on in the 10 to 15 years prior to mild cognitive impairment? Well, it could be menopausal women who are having cognitive issues. There's even a thing called subjective cognitive decline that is known to increase your Alzheimer's risk later. There is a study going on right now in the UK, and it's not easy, but they're doing it, and it's the right thing to do. What they're doing is they're saying, could it be, they're going to follow women, they're going to follow the same women, it can't be different groups of women, it's got to be the same women, they're going to follow them for 12 to 15 years. And they're going to ask, do women who have these cognitive domain-specific problems, not global cognition, not dementia, but menopausal women with cognitive domain-specific problems, and they do have, by the way, small regional changes on MRI, they have those too. Not global brain changes on MRI, but regional changes. So they're going to ask whether women who have domain-specific changes clinically and region-specific changes on the MRI, does that or does that not lead to a higher incidence of mild cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease? Now, I'm not saying simply say, oh, well, we know all menopausal women don't get Alzheimer's disease. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that could it increase your incidence or severity of it? And that's the question that the UK study is asking. I want to say one more thing, though. As a scientist, which you're a scientist, Rosie, it's not causal. Even if you show a correlation, to be strict, even if you show that these domain-specific changes of cognition do correlate with an increased incidence 15 years later of Alzheimer's disease, it's not causality. It's called a correlation. In this case, it's a longitudinal correlation over time. That's really all it is. It's not causal. You know how you prove causality? You have to go in and make an intervention and show you had an effect. Do we have an intervention for cognitive issues of menopause? No, not until now. That's what we're doing with CleopatraRX and our treatment. We have come up with a treatment that is logical, and we have a lot of data we can get into about why this can and is protective. We've got to have something, an intervention developed to then, when they finish the UK study and they show that it is aligned with an increased incidence, we better be ready with an intervention that we can then give and say, does it cause that incidence that's higher to go back down? We have to do these things in parallel.
For the women that are watching this now and can see your passion and the deep sense of urgency, what do they need to do right now?
So all I can say is we've got a treatment now that has been repurposed from women with MS, and also now we have a paper coming out, and we've done preclinical work showing that we can help women with their cognitive domain-specific problems within 12 months, looking at month 0 to month 12. We can help them with these things. Can I promise yet that we will decrease your incidence for Alzheimer's? No, but we can help you in the short term, and logically speaking, that might be a good idea to help you delay or reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. I can't promise that yet because we haven't done a 15-year study, but we can help you in the short term, which is a year or two. We can help you in the short term to get better.